You probably don't feel it right now. That's the dangerous part. Doing nothing doesn't hurt in the moment. It doesn't shock you, scare you, or wake you up. It's quiet, comfortable, harmless. You tell yourself, I'll start later. I have time. 1 more hour won't change anything. And technically, you're right. 1 hour means nothing. 1 skipped task means nothing. 1 decision to stay still means nothing. But here's the trap. It never stays at 1. Doing nothing becomes a pattern. Patterns become habits. Habits quietly become your life. And that's where the cost shows up. Not today, not tomorrow, but in the months and years that follow. The cost of doing nothing is invisible until it's not. Think about a candle. It doesn't explode. It doesn't break. It just burns, slowly, quietly, inevitably. That's what doing nothing does to you. Every day you stay still, a small piece of momentum burns away. A spark disappears. A little part of your ambition fades. Not fast enough for you to panic. Not dramatic enough to scare you. Just slow enough for you to ignore. You don't wake up one morning and think, I've wasted 2 years. No, you wake up and realize, I don't even remember when I stopped trying. That's the real cost. Not the lost hours, the lost ability to believe in yourself. Every version of you exists. The disciplined you, the confident you, the wealthy you, the fit you, the healed you, the fearless you. They're all real. They're waiting for you. But every time you do nothing, those versions fade a little. Not because they disappear, but because you stop walking toward them. The painful truth? Your future doesn't die in one tragic moment. It dies in tiny, forgettable decisions. Scrolling, postponing, avoiding, comforting yourself with excuses. Every, I'll do it later, buries the person you could have become. And the saddest part is, you don't feel it happening. Not until the day you desperately need discipline you never built. Not until the moment you crave confidence you never earned. Not until you face opportunities you're not prepared for. That's the price of doing nothing. You pay it right when you can't afford to. People think doing nothing keeps life calm and safe. No, doing nothing creates a frustration you can't explain, jealousy toward people who tried, a self-doubt you can't silence, regret that grows heavier every year. Why? Because your mind knows you're capable of more. It knows you're ignoring your potential. It knows you're choosing the easy moment over the meaningful life. And your mind won't let you forget it. That quiet feeling of, I'm behind, I should be farther, I wasted so much time. That's the bill for your inaction. And it always comes due. Doing nothing feels free. But like debt, it accumulates interest. The project you ignore becomes bigger. The goal you postpone becomes scarier. The habit you skip becomes harder to restart. The dream you delay becomes easier to abandon. Every day of inaction makes the next step heavier. People say, it's never too late, and that's true, but it gets more expensive the longer you wait. You don't just pay with time, you pay with confidence, energy, courage, and belief. Procrastination is theft, not of time, but of the best version of you. Comfort feels free. It's not. Comfort charges you silently. You pay with missed opportunities and used potentially smaller dreams. Weaker habits, a lower standards, a emotional dissatisfaction. Comfort gives you nothing, but slowly takes everything. The cost of comfort is your future. Yes, action is uncomfortable. Working out is uncomfortable. Studying is uncomfortable. Starting a business is uncomfortable. Confronting your problems is uncomfortable. Changing habits is uncomfortable. But, so is regret. So is self-hate. So is stagnation. So is watching others live the life you wanted. So is being stuck. You just don't feel the pain of inaction today. Action hurts now, inaction hurts later, but far worse. You choose your pain. One pain builds you, the other destroys you. Not trying is a decision. Not acting is a decision. Not improving is a decision. And decisions have consequences. When you choose to do nothing, you choose boredom, you choose stagnation, you choose missed opportunities, you choose falling behind, you choose becoming someone you don't respect. Not actively ruining your life doesn't mean you're building it. Life doesn't stand still. You're either moving upward, or slowly sliding down. There is no neutral. Here's the twist. You don't need to fix everything. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need motivation. You just need motion. Not big motion, any motion. Because you can't steer a parked car. You can't change direction while standing still. You can't become who you want to be by doing nothing. The first step creates the second. The second step creates momentum. Momentum creates results. Results create confidence. Confidence creates identity. Identity creates transformation. And all of that begins with one decision. I won't pay the price of doing nothing anymore. People think wishing is enough. I want to change. I want a better life. I want to be disciplined. But the universe doesn't respond to desire. It responds to action. You don't improve because you want to. You improve because you work. The world rewards motion. It always has. You don't need to become the strongest. You don't need to become the smartest. You don't need to become the fastest. You just need to become the person who actually moves. Because most people don't. And that's why doing something, even something tiny, puts you in the top 5% instantly. There is a moment that changes people. A quiet, private moment. It's when you finally tell yourself, I'm tired of watching my life go by. I'm tired of being stuck. I'm tired of being less than I know I could be. I'm done paying the price of doing nothing. This moment is powerful. Not dramatic, not loud, not glamorous. Just honest, and honesty moves mountains. The second you stop lying to yourself, you become dangerous. Because now you're not running from discomfort, you're running from regret. That's when change becomes non-negotiable. The future version of you is not disappointed in who you are. They're disappointed that you haven't started. They're watching you waste time, ignore opportunities, hide from your potential, and live smaller than you're capable of. And they're begging you, please, start moving. I can only exist if you do. Action creates your future. Inaction erases it. That's the real cost. You don't need a miracle. You don't need motivation. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need a sign. You need one thing: a decision. A decision to stop choosing nothing. A decision to stop waiting for the right moment. A decision to stop pretending life is limitless. A decision to take one small step today. Not tomorrow. Not one day. Today. Because the price of doing nothing is always the same. A life you were meant to live, but never did.